Violent Offenders Off Our Streets Act. Keeping Violent Offenders Off Our Streets Act should be the name of a bill to remove ICE officers from our streets. But to digress and go back to this bill, it would define bail bonds as an insurance product, and it's intended to target nonprofit bail funds that raise money to pay the cash bonds of indigent detainees. Well, that's exactly what civil rights marchers needed back in the 50s and 60s when they were being arrested for exercising their right to peacefully protest against this government policy of apartheid for black people in this country. People were arrested, and you had people like Harry Belafonte and Lena Horne and Sammy Davis Jr., and you had labor unions, and you had the NAACP, you had pastors, you had rabbis, and other good-thinking people who put together funds to bond these protesters, these civil rights protesters out of jail. This legislation would create liability to these fundraising networks that would support peaceful protesters. And have no doubt about it, ladies and gentlemen, the right to peacefully protest in America is under attack. That is what Ms. Renee Good, was doing yesterday, peacefully protesting. She didn't do anything wrong. She had not committed a felony. If she committed a misdemeanor, it would have been a minor traffic violation of impeding traffic. But as you look at the video, you can see her motioning traffic around her before she was summarily executed. Whether or not you want to call it manslaughter, whether or not you want to call it murder, it's definitely a homicide, and in my opinion, it's when prosecutors get someone who shoots into someone's car who is not an agent of the federal government, they will charge that person with the highest offense, which would be murder, and they'll let the jury decide whether or not it's something less. But it was something, make no doubt about it. When an agent, he wasn't a law enforcement officer, it was just a ICE agent, could have been a goon, the way that they approached that vehicle and scared that woman, told her to get the fuck out the car.
Order.
Yeah, that's what was said. Now,
Yeah, it's the second time the committee
but that is
has
what
had to
the
listen
agent,
to profanity.
That is what that
Ridiculous.
agent told that woman.
This is
And that woman.
It's the House of Representatives.
Committee will be in order.
United States House.
That woman was fearful
Stop
for
with
her life.
profanity.
Yeah.
That woman
Ridiculous.
I would remind the members that there's an appropriate language to be used in committee. The gentleman from Georgia controls the time.
Was. I would like to have my 45 seconds.
I've been very flexible on the time, and you will get an extra 20 seconds if you really need it, and we need to listen to it. You'll get it.
Yeah. Well, you're going to censor me now, like you're
I'm
trying
not
to
censoring
censor
anyone. I haven't
the
censored
people
anyone
on the
today.
Streets of Minneapolis. It's time to remove these out-of-control ICE agents who have not had law enforcement training, but yet they're trying to apply the laws of this state to the citizens of that jurisdiction. They are a severe threat to public safety wherever they go. And we need to be holding hearings. Instead of this committee gave ICE $60 billion to detain and like what that agent was doing yesterday, trying to subdue this peaceful protester, this lady. You gave them $60 billion to do that, and you gave another $858 million for bonuses for these ICE agents that you recruit from among the 1,600 plus dangerous people that you have pardoned on January 6th. These criminals that were released back into our communities are now probably serving as goons in ICE, and they've been unleashed on our people, and then this legislation would prevent people who are protesting their unlawful activities. you prevent them from raising money to get these people out of jail on bond. I think it's outrageous that this committee would sit here on this particular day and consider this kind of legislation, which does nothing but hurts the First Amendment rights of people under the guise of getting at indigent detainees who are detained by ICE. Shame on this committee, and I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. I would just remind the committee that ICE agents have been doxxed, tracked, harassed, been interfered with when they're trying to do their job, been shot at in Dallas, all in these sanctuary jurisdictions all over the country. We even had a situation because in sanctuary jurisdictions, they won't comply with detainers that ICE has sent to that jurisdiction. We had ICE agents walking in the front door as the judge was letting the bad guy walk out the back door. So we all mourned the loss of this individual yesterday, but